The development of industry in the United States led to the development of a class of economic elite, the so-called robber barons, and a class of workers. Tensions rose between these two classes when the workers started demanding better conditions and the elite found ways around these demands. Meet the figurehead of the business elite.
All right. Okay, come on now. How much you want? I need the subsidy by Tuesday. How much money is it going to take? Yeah, fine. All right, I'll give you the stocks, half price. Congressmen these days always come at such a price.
Many robber barons used government subsidies. They were often obtained through bribery. One significant manner of getting favorable legislation passed was to offer congressmen stock at half price. This gave congressmen economic incentive to allow the company to succeed. The working class included a large amount of women, children, and immigrants because employers found these groups the easiest to take advantage of. Many immigrants were also used as strikebreakers, workers used by owners while other workers are on strike. Workers faced long hours, small wages, a surplus in the workforce, and terrible living conditions, while the captains of industry worked to keep wages low and maximize their own profits.
What? What do you mean they're on strike? No, I know what a strike is. Call in the state militia, the police force, I say. Anything that'll make them suffer.
Some business executives united with the political elite to crush strikes. Police brutality was a major factor in deterring workers from strikes. For example, in front of McCormick Harvester Works in Chicago, police fired into a crowd of strikers, wounding several and killing 4. In some cases of strikes, the government went so far as to declare martial law, as they did in New Orleans.
All right. Just, send me some convicts to do the job. Yeah. What's the worst that could happen,
In 1891, workers of the Tennessee Coal Mine Company refused to sign an ironclad contract requested by the company. They were evicted from their homes and replaced with convicts. Miners eventually took control of the mine and set free 500 convicts.
Those silly populists. They think they can win without us elite, don't they?
The populists were meant to unite the poor, but they failed in the end. Some populists held ideas of racial unity in an attempt to gain support from African Americans, but many white Americans were still reluctant to allow African Americans rights, a sign of the still very present racism that existed in the country. While the elite continued to try to suppress the demands of workers, the workers managed to gain some victories. For example, the miners who went on strike and freed the convicts were able to get the company to surrender the idea of an ironclad contract. However, the rights gained by workers were minimal. Blacks were still denied many of their rights. Encounters with Native Americans were caused by settlers moving west and forcing the Native Americans off their land. Eventually, however, African Americans did gain recognition of their rights, and workers in industry did gain rights against the desires of greedy robber barons.
Oh, shiny. Shiny.